Hello, faculty and staff. I want us to enter this school year with a little bit of optimism and hunger, and I've chose to share with you a couple funny quotes and one quote that I really do like a lot. Only those who dare to fail greatly can ever achieve greatly. So we should be looking to improve on last year, always searching for a way to better ourselves and to better those around us. I want us to dare to be great. We can't all have our best lesson or be teacher of the year every single day. It's not feasible. However, the hunger to be the best and have the best should never leave us. Never settle for meh. Aim for greatness, and you will inspire all of those around you. So I know that some of us get stressed when we think about our own assessments. But as long as we're looking to improve and we're doing the best that we can every single day, that's all that we're going to ask. So, teacher assessment criteria. Summative evaluations will be used early in the school year with all required teachers. All untenured teachers will have a second summative evaluation that will occur sometime early in the second semester. Tenured teachers will have one summative evaluation once every 3 years, and then formative assessments will be used throughout the year, and this is for everybody. The summative evaluation rubric that we will be using is going to be from the Danielson model. So there's four main domains in the Danielson model. The first is planning and preparation. The second domain is the classroom environment. Third domain is instruction, and the fourth domain is professional responsibilities. And in the rubric, we will be rated on each one of those domains. So we might have in domain 1 talk about demonstrating knowledge of resources, designing coherent instruction, designing student assessments. Domain 2, managing classroom procedures, managing student behavior, all within the second domain. So each one of those tabs you will be assessed on in your summative evaluation. And we will have pre-observation and post-observation reflections where we'll talk about each one of these domains in further respect too. So for the overview of teacher evaluation framework that we used, untenured teachers, your first 3 years, we're going to review the evaluation system with the principal prior to the start of the school year. So we'll go over the entire summative evaluation and just so you'll see how you are evaluated. Numerous formative evaluations are going to take place throughout the year. There's not just one or two of those for certain people. Those are going to be throughout the year. And we might even use peer observations as a way to advance our pedagogical skills. One instructional period, summative observation using the pre-observation and post-reflection forms during the first semester. Pre- and post-observation forms may be discussed in a conference or completed and given to the administrator. So we might have an in-person conference for pre-observations. Sometimes I'll just have you guys fill them out. We'll have a short meeting beforehand, and then the post-observation, we will sit down and have a conference and just discuss how the observation went. Administrator completes the summative evaluation form by the end of the first semester, so I'll get that done and get it back to you. One summative observation also performed during the second semester. Administrator completes the summative evaluation form by the end of the second semester, and I'll get that back to you. And then I'm going to keep a file of all the summative and formative evaluations taken throughout the year, as well as you guys should also be keeping a file of those too. This will happen your first 3 years while you are untenured. Tenured teachers, and this track is designed for tenured teachers who are demonstrating the elements of effective teaching. So demonstration of the effective teaching, Danielson's rubric will be ongoing in all settings through summative and or formative observations. Failure to demonstrate the effective teaching is cause for movement to tenured teachers requiring specific staff development. Summative observations, including pre-observation and post-reflection forms at least once during a 3-year period. So there's that one every 3 years for the summative observation. Professional growth plan, individual or study groups meet with administrator periodically to check on progress. So again, peer observations are one of those that we can use. Here is where we have our tenured teachers who need specific staff development. So this track's designed for teachers who aren't meeting the domains of effective teaching. And then there's a couple of different phases within this evaluation framework. So the awareness phase is we're going to have a discussion and we're going to identify the concerns in writing. And then the teacher and the principal, we collaborate and attempt to resolve the concern. So here we'll review the teacher's progress, and either you'll be removed from this framework, from this specific staff development order, or you'll be placed into the assistance phase or disciplinary phase of this framework. So the assistant phase is the development of a plan of assistant, which includes growth promoting goals that are measurable, action oriented, and realistic. They're time bound, strategies for resolution of the concern, their timeliness, indicators of progress, formative and summative observations will also be included in this assistant phase. So we're going to review the progress of the plan, set dates for review, and then the administrator reviews the teacher's progress and recommends to either be removed from this phase and go back to the track before this, or remain in the assistance phase, or move to the disciplinary phase. Disciplinary phase will be where a teacher may be placed in this phase because, and not limited to, failure to demonstrate the domains of effective teaching, they're insubordinate or specific policy, contract, or rule violations. And the administrator will identify in writing the specific domain, rule, contract, or policy violations, and the administrator will indicate the next step to be taken, develop on assistance, remedial plan, or non-renewal of contract. So this is just for those that are not meeting the domains of effective teaching. But really, if we're looking to improve every single day, we shouldn't have to worry about getting to that disciplinary phase. And it might just be an awareness phase type deal that we have to work with on this. So we want to continue to grow and dare to be great as we enter this school year. And thank you and good luck this year.